Okay, let me tell you a little dream about volcanoes. I've been sitting on this dream for about a month. I'm convinced that it's not metaphorical. After some of the things that I've received, I've got to believe that this is an event that's coming. I don't know how soon, but it's important for me to share it for a couple of reasons. But this is not a scare tactic. I just want to tell you about this dream that I had, and how I think it's playing into something that we should be aware of. I had been getting some signs about volcanoes with my good friend Elizabeth, who also gets some of the exact same signs that I'm getting at the same time. So we were getting things about volcanoes. It started with a song that I get woken up with songs, and I just thought it was a little love song that God was sending me. I thought, oh, that's so sweet. But it was about two volcanoes erupting. One singing that he wishes he had a mate, and then an underwater volcano erupting and them coming to meet. It's from a short, like before Moana or something. But I just thought it was a sweet little love song looking at the lyrics, but it was about two volcanic eruptions. Later, my friend Elizabeth starts seeing volcanoes, like on a license plate, and then we get our nails done, and we check our colors that we picked, and mine ends up being lava, you love it. And just a couple other things. We're starting to see volcanoes. So one night I knelt down by the side of my bed and I said, God, I don't know what you're trying to say with volcanoes. I'm looking in the scriptures. I'm trying to find the volcano things. Can you help me out? Because I don't know what this means. And that next morning, August 15th, I was woken up at 6:40 in the morning with this dream. It was that I was going to see a movie in the theater about the end of the world. And I was with a female friend, undescribed female friend. Usually they represent angels. And we go and we're sitting not in the seats, but like up under the volcano in the front of the auditorium. And even though it's a movie, I was looking around and I said, if this thing's going to erupt, I don't want to sit here. So we moved back a couple rows, and of course the volcano erupts, and I see the lava, I see the things, but as I'm watching the volcano, the west side of it crumbles and falls into the water, falls into the sea. Then there was a second volcanic eruption. It was a shorter, squatter volcano, and all I saw was smoke. I didn't see any lava, just lots and lots of smoke coming up out of the volcano. There were some other things that I haven't got enough confirmation to really figure out what's going on there. I saw China and a lot of violence. I saw nations with borders, like nobody could get into each other's country, like everything was sectioned off. Just some crazy stuff, but that's not important for this. I want to focus on the volcanic activity. Very shortly after that, my mother sent me a sermon. We often share people that we enjoy listening to, and it took me about a week to get to it, but once I finally listened, about 10 minutes in, he starts talking about this volcano and this volcanic eruption that happened in the 1970s or 80s from a volcano in the Canary Islands. And if this volcano erupts again, it's likely to crumble. And if it crumbles in a certain direction, west, it will send a tsunami to the east coast of the United States. If you don't know who I am, I live on the east coast of the United States. So all of this seems very pertinent. So what do you do with this information? First of all, you take it to God and you pray. I haven't received anything like you need to get out of Dodge and sell your house and move. But I will say that I'm continuing to ask God, Lord, please keep me and my family in the right place at the right time. God, show me where our next steps are. I'm not afraid of a natural disaster. Help me, Lord, prepare if I need to prepare for something. Help me to prepare others if I need to help others prepare for something. But I want to tell you that I did see this. I do believe that it's a coming event. How soon, I couldn't tell you. It could be years out. But if you're the kind of person who believes that God gives dreams to people still, like he did in the Bible, because there's lots and lots of examples of people dreaming in the Bible, then I want you to take this to God and ask him, is there something I need to be prepared for? Are me and my family prepared? Lord, please keep us and direct us, help us to be in the right place at the right time, because he will do all those things, even if you don't hear clearly from him. All of this, he brought me then to Joel. Let me get to the book of Joel. Joel is one of the Old Testament prophets. Really good book. It's only 3 chapters. I really suggest that you go read it. But in Joel chapter 2, at the very end, it's talking about the day of the Lord, which is the day of judgment, which is the end of the world. So he talks about, and afterward I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions, even upon the men servants and upon the maid servants in those days I will pour out my spirit. Jesus quotes this in the Gospels, and it's important to recognize that it's not making a distinction between men and women. It's not making a distinction between class, middle class, servant class. It's all people. Old, young, in the middle, all people. And I will show signs and wonders in the heavens and on earth, blood and fire and columns of smoke. Caught my attention. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. And whoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered and saved. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be those who escape, as the Lord has said. And among the remnant shall be those whom the Lord calls. Take this information, and if you're somebody who watches this just because it's interesting to listen to other people's dreams, that's cool. But if you haven't asked yourself very seriously the question, is there a God, and come to an answer for that, now is the time, because there is a God. Even the most smart scientists that study the space and the cosmos will tell you that the beginning of the world cannot be explained without a creator, an intelligent designer, because our solar system is so fine-tuned for life on this one planet. It's just crazy stuff. Start somewhere. If you've never decided to just take it and run with it, can I just challenge you that for 1 week you would consider not only is there one true God, but that he sent his son Jesus to die for you and to redeem all of mankind so that we could be with him forever, because he doesn't force people into a relationship with him. He doesn't make people love him. He didn't make people robots. He made them with free will so that they could choose what they wanted and who they wanted. If you're a parent, you know that having children is an amazing thing. It adds to your life. But children are not necessity. They're not a necessity in order to live life. You can have a great life and not have children. It's, people do it all the time. But when you have children, the purpose is to be in relationship with them, to teach them, to grow them. You get to see how different they are from you. You get to enjoy what they enjoy. You hurt when they hurt. God is the ultimate parent. He gave us free will. He wants to be in relationship with us, but he cannot force you. He will not force you to be in a relationship with him. It's a free choice. So if you've never taken this challenge, just take a minute. Take 1 week. Read a Bible. You can get it for free on your phone. There's apps called YouVersion. Go to YouVersion. Get the NIV. It's easy to read. Read the Gospels. Just the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the New Testament. Just read something about Jesus. Really take 1 week and have a go at it. And if nothing happens to you, something will happen to you. Just take 1 week. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking. Because I believe that we're real close to the finish line. Everything that I keep getting suggests that we are closer and closer to the finish line. All the prophetic events that are happening in the Middle East, all of the prophetic events that are happening in the sky, in the heavens. There will be signs in the heavens. Look, all of the things that are happening suggest to me that the finish line is very close. It's very close. And if you've never, ever considered it, just because every Christian you ran into was trying to beat you over the head with a Bible, or every person that you ran into who had Jesus on their lips was two-faced, those people are out there. I'm sure I've been one of them. But I need you to know that the God behind it all is real. Even if we're imperfect reflections of him, he's real. He's so real. He's so real. Just look into it for 1 week. Say a simple prayer. God, if you're real, show me. And then just for 1 week, just make sure you do that every night for 1 week. God, if you're real, show me. And open a Bible at least once a day. Just one verse once a day. I guarantee you he'll show up. This is the time to make sure that you really know what you know. Not just for people who've never met God, but also for those of us who are running the race, who are in this, who believe in Jesus Christ. Stay close to him. Don't be led astray. Stay close to him. Lord, I ask that you would just bless and keep all of the people watching this, that you would radically show up for some of those who have never seen you in a way that makes them passionate about you before. I pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Have a great day.